Hello, how we doing today? My name is Spectrum Dominus, and today we are sorting cards for grading purposes. As you can see behind me here, we've got our little case and it's slowly growing. I've talked about how the top three rows are going to be for more modern cards, more flippable cards, whereas the bottom is going to be a little bit more of a PC or a long-term hold situation. So you can see it's kind of filled out up there. It's not really filled out. What it is those are all, I opened up we talked about it. I did a What's in the Box Wednesday, and I accidentally either didn't push the button or there was an error and I didn't see it, but it did not tape the What's in the Box Wednesday. And what I had done was 2 mega boxes of 2024 Bowman University football. So these are all the people that are about to get drafted. I think there is one guy up there. I'm not sure who. Maybe it's these two guys. These two guys over here are a big name from next year's drafts. So I went through and I literally researched every one of the cards with draft lists, and these guys all seem to be higher ranked people. They were somewhat notable names for their position. Every one of these people I expect to be drafted. Now that doesn't mean they're going to be drafted high. They may be third round picks, but they will go to a team. So, and I kind of have them kind of in their order somewhat. Like the number one wide receiver is right there. The number one quarterback is right there. But in the rankings, the number one wide receiver is higher than the number one quarterback, even though that's not how it's going to happen in the draft. And it's definitely not how I'm going to send it. If I can only send one of those two cards, I'm sending the quarterback. But I'm just up there so I can see the rankings based on the one list, the two lists I look at. So as I pull more cards before I send the next one, these will be dropping off, and I will be sorting them and organizing them in a more what I want. Like Cam will go to the front, and the baseball cards will definitely stay, stuff like that. So I got that situation flowing behind me. But today we're doing sorting cards for grading purposes. So we're doing stuff that will land here. And by stuff, I mean one card. Today we're doing the Action Pack 1991 Rookie and Traded set. I should have brought something from the other room. That would have been cool, but I don't have it with me here, and I'm not going to go run and get it. But I graded in our first ever PSA shipment, I graded a 1991 Action Pack Rookie Traded Brett Favre Rookie. And it came back a 6. I was very disappointed with that. I knew it wasn't going to come back a 10. Honestly, I didn't know it because it looked bad. I knew it because I just don't expect an action pack to ever get a 10. It's too hard for me to see what's right and what's wrong with it. But I was hoping for an 8. Maybe I'd be lucky to get a 9. But a 6 was a little disappointing to me. And we sent off some Brett Favres in this most recent shipment. Brett Favre is one of those guys whose rookies are fairly easy and inexpensive to get, and I really want to just lock up and have great copies of. So until I get all the 10s, that's probably we're gonna see reoccurring Brett Favre collection going. So we're gonna open the Action Pack Rookie and Traded set. Now I had one of my viewers write me in Discord and ask me what makes you choose whether to make it a What's in the Box Wednesday or just a sorting card for grading purposes in this situation. And I thought that was a good question because I don't know if I ever really explained that. And the answer is knowledge. And what I mean is knowing what's in the box. On What's in the Box Wednesday, we're opening packs or wax boxes or something along those lines where there is some doubt of what's in the box. We don't know what's in the box. Whereas with this, I know exactly, and I'm not saying we know everything that's in the box when we do a sorting card for grading purposes, but usually when we don't, it's because we're opening some box that I've had packed for a while. In this case, we're opening this knowing exactly what cards are in here. There are exactly 94 cards. Here's the list. I know I'm getting one of each of these cards. I'm not going to be like, ooh, I hope I can pull 2 Ed McCaffreys. I hope I can pull two Brett Favre's. No, it's not going to happen. I know exactly what's in it. So we're sorting it, meaning we're going through it, deciding is this card a keeper, is this card going away? But we know what's in the box, and that is what makes the difference. So I will say that not every sorting card for grading purpose do we know what's in the box, but every what's in the box we have no clue is the point. There's no actual knowledge for the what's in the box. Okay, so it looks like it opens down here. I'm sitting here going around and around, and it is not. There we go. All right, well, there they are. All right, let's get the gloves on. So there are several cards in it. First of all, there are 84 cards in the set, but only the first 75 are rookies. 1 through 75 are rookies. And then for some reason, the last, I guess, 9 cards are not rookies. And it's not like, well, it's a rookie and traded set. They were traded. Because, no, there's a Steve Young in there, and he's been on the team for 4 years. I'm not sure what brought about the thought process to put those 9 cards in there, but it's a thing. So those cards will definitely not be kept. But there are several others that I will be keeping, not for grading purposes, just putting in my notable rookie area. They are, they turned into stars in their own right, and they're worth holding on to in that sense. So, like this, Herman Moore is a very respectable wide receiver, had quite a decent career. We're going to sleeve that one up and stick this in our notable rookies area. So there's a Herman Moore. Then we got Eric Turner. That's just going to get sent to a Cleveland Browns team when someone buys it, just like a Mike Crowell. That's someone I used to chase back in the day. Didn't turn out to be as good as I thought. Alfred Williams, Stanley Richards. I mean, I remember these names because this was exactly when I was collecting. This is when I started collecting football cards. These are all the rookies that I chased for the most part. Mike Pritchard, Leonard Russell. The next one, Dan McGuire. Spent a lot of time hunting down Dan McGuire. When you have a baseball background and a big quarterback comes out with the last name McGuire, and all you can think of is Mark McGuire, and yeah, that was attached to that one. And Vinnie Clark. Kelvin Pritchard. Harvey Williams. Stan Thomas. Todd Maravich. That's another one we chased. Anton Davis. Greg Lewis. There it is. And that's the card right here. I'm going to sleeve it. We're not going to put it in a top loader. I have a top loader for it, but what I'm going to do, I'll put it right into a larger one touch. We've got a couple of these larger one touches left over. Oh, that's not a larger one. I thought these were the larger ones. Okay. Oh, there's the larger one. Is that the larger? That's the larger one. I got one of these left over. They slide in here so well. I'm not going to risk squishing it and bending it. And so we're going to slide it right into there. There it is. There's our Brett Favre. This thing will be going. Now, I can see right now that corner is going to be bad. But I don't care. I think there's a chance. I'd like to think there's a chance that it comes back better than a 6. And if it comes back better than a 6, then it goes up on my wall and the 6 goes to whatnot to sell for $1. So that right there is the whole reason that we bought this. That's what we're looking for, was that card. Wesley Carroll, Ed McCaffrey, which I had no clue Ed McCaffrey started as a Giant. so that's interesting. But he had a pretty good career himself, so we'll stick him with Herman Moore over there. Reggie Barrett, Chris Zorich, we got Aaron Craver, Brownie Nagal. These are all those quarterbacks. And these quarterbacks, we hunted these more than we did Brett Favre. Brett Favre was a nobody that wasn't going to pan out. Brownie Nagal, Todd Marinovich, Dan McGuire, those were the ones we were looking for. What did we know? Anthony Morgan, Jesse Campbell, Eric Bieniemy, Ricky Irving. I really should stick that Ricky Irving. Yeah, let's. Ricky Irving. He was no Ricky Waters, but he was a Ricky. He was a Ricky. Pretty decent. I liked him. We got Huey Richardson, Canavis McGee, Tad Light, Henry. Oh, there's another one back there. Oh. Eric Swan, Henry Jones, Ted Washington, Charles McRae, Go Bucks, Randall Hill. Randall Hill's another one we chased. All right. A little more than halfway through. We got Roman Pfeiffer. That was a big name. Ricky Waters. That's a big one for my friend. I didn't realize there was a Ricky Waters in here. I saw the Ricky Irving. That is the guy Shane the Bartender collects. So we may get that one graded too. See what we can do with that. All right. Got Ursera Tuolo, Michael Jackson, Sean Jefferson, Tim Barnett, Chuck Weber, Mo Gardner, Mo Lewis, Mike Dumas, John Vaughn, Jerome Henderson, Harry Colon, David Daniels. There's one or two in there that probably worth going to the notable rookie, but not one that I am collecting. So Phil Hansen. That one's got Dan Marino on it. Ernie Mills. John Casey. Holy crap. I didn't know that was in there. Love me some John Casey. Not really. I love me some kickers. I'm a big fan of rookie kickers. That pan out, I should say. So I have a couple Casey rookies. So Darren Lewis, James Joseph, Robert Wilson, Lawrence Darcy. He wasn't bad for us. He wasn't good, but Michael Jones, Dave McClungan, Eric Perrig, Aeneas Williams. Look at that. That's fun. I guess I shouldn't be surprised. These are all the same people that show up in the Pro Set Platinum set, you know. The Pacific rookies, same ones, because it's all 91. Reggie Johnson, Todd Scott, James Jones, Lamar Rogers, Darrell Lewis, Brian Cox, Giggity, Brian Cox is a beast of a linebacker. Leroy Thompson, Mark Higgs, John Freed. Now you can see these are not rookies. The last 9 cards, for some reason, are just not rookies. There's 1 or 2 stars in here, but John Freeze. Now maybe this one's a traded one, but he was a Charger last year. I don't know. Tim McKyer, Roger Craig, and he might have been, yeah, this one's traded. He was a 49er and was traded, so that makes sense. Same with Ronnie Lott. It was a 49er and he was traded. Steve Young, though, had been a 49er the whole time. So why did he get a card? Is it just because he was named the starter? Is this when Joe Montana went over to Kansas City? I don't know. But even if it wasn't a traded. So very confused as how that played out. Cornelius Bennett, Johnny Johnson, and Blair Thomas. See, the Blair Thomas, the Steve Young, the Roger Craig, the Ronnie Lott, and the Cornelius Bennett would all go to those rookies, notable rookies, if those are rookie cards, but they were not. But guys, I actually got more than I thought in that set. I mean, that's cool. We're gonna throw a good 70 to 73, something like that. Into the 100 team packs if you buy, but we had notable rookies: Brian Cox, Aeneas Williams, John Casey, Ricky Irving, Ed McCaffrey, Herman Moore, and then we got the Ricky Waters and the Brett Favre. Hopefully that Brett Favre can get me a decent grade on it. If not, we may have to do this again down the road, but it's not really that expensive of a set for me to get, so we'll see how that pans out. But for now, I'm going to stick that Brett Favre on the board behind me. I'm going to say I want to get the Brett Favre graded a little less than the Barry Sanders hologram from the 91 Upper Deck, but more than the Bo Jackson from the 88 Fleer. So let's stick it right there and let it play. Let it sit. All right, thanks guys for hanging out. I'll be doing more as this week continues, but I just wanted to, since that showed up in the mail, I wanted to get it done and pushed out. I'll see you then.